everybody, it's Jenna Allen with Mental Health Today. I dyed my hair. I'm actually working on a week in my life video. I just dyed my hair today. I love it and I feel a lot more confident. I am going to be working out here soon. But today I wanted to talk about the difference between being emotionally invested and emotionally laid back, and how both can affect being in the dating world and affect your relationship, and how important a balance really is. So I did a podcast on this not too long ago, and I'm going to explain my focus on it, and because I think I did, let me just check. I'm pretty sure I did a video not too long ago. You guys remember me doing the dating expectations. So this is not kind of similar, but it's not. Just let me check. Just one sec. Okay, perfect. I'm just looking at my YouTube. Just 1 second. I thought dyeing my hair would be kind of cool just because it pops out my personality, because I have a bright personality. So yeah, so I did. Where is it? Dating expectations. Okay, so I haven't done it yet then. Okay, so don't mind my little sounds on my computer. So I am really excited to talk about this only because I think it's so important to understand and be aware of your own emotional side, and your attachment. Like, I'm reading a book called Codependent No More by Melanie Beattie, and it teaches me about detachment. And so I want to explain to you how, in my personal experience, how the difference between, being so invested so soon and then being super laid back, so you know how people say you gotta take it slow? Well, sometimes if you take dating too slow, you're not really going anywhere. So I just wanted to, teach you a little bit of a trick. So emotionally invested means within the first week of knowing someone, you're already attached and you're already obsessed and in love, and and being laid back is where you're kind of like for me, I would be I'm emotionally laid back. I used to be emotionally invested. I used to get attached really quickly, and I changed because I've been single for over 7 months now, and I absolutely love it. I love that I get to dye my hair and treat myself, and I don't have to worry about having a guy tell me you're not allowed to do that. It's so nice having that freedom. But the difference, so being emotionally invested would be, you'd be getting attached really quickly, and you would be just not really, what's the word? Being attached too fast can cause you, because when you get attached, you automatically have these fantasy and expectations of the person, where you're like, oh man, this person is gonna be this person is gonna be the one for me. I remember when I first started getting into relationships when I was 19, I was like, wow, getting attached so fast, and I just became the worst version of myself, because I was always expecting these things of the person. And now it's I talk to my friends and I give them advice and stuff, and now I'm kind of this is the way I see it. If a man's gonna cheat on you, he's gonna do it whether you trust him or not. And so if you get emotionally attached, sometimes it can really it can affect your relationship, because I feel like as humans, when we get emotionally attached to someone, we start creating these expectations, and we start creating these ideas of our partner and how they should be. And so we almost set ourselves up for disappointment when these people and that's why I used to blame men, but now I look back and I'm no, men are not the only problem. In a relationship, it takes two, and I do find that us women do kind of we create these versions of men that we want instead of just accepting, certain things. Like, if you have to force someone to treat you good, you're probably not compatible with that person. If you have to force them to be someone they're not, like, you need to take a step back and work on yourself as an individual. And so that's something I have really learned. And I've had friends that have been in that mindset, and I used to be in that mindset. So now I'm just trying to help my friends get out of that mindset, right? So that is super, super important to be aware of when you're if you're single and you're trying to date or find the right person, I really recommend watching this video, because I think having that knowledge is going to help you find a better and a long-lasting relationship. Because, like, I know for a fact right now, if I was to be in a relationship or if I was to look for someone, for me it would be harder because of my standards and my own self-respect and my own values, because unfortunately the generation of relationships that we live in it's really hard to find someone that genuinely wants a long-term relationship. And, like, there's many reasons why I'm not dating for a long time, or, like, I have currently chosen to stay single for as long as I live. But like I said, people change all the time. I might change my mind down the road, but I know if I ever do decide to date again, I'm going to know what I want, and I'm going to do it for the right reasons. And so I'm going to talk about being emotionally laid back. So being emotionally laid back, it can be a good and a bad thing. Like, I do feel like everything in life has pros and cons. Being emotionally laid back, in a way, you are safer, because, like, for me, like, I'm very emotionally laid back. Like, if I talk to a guy and, like, he's a dick, I have no problem cutting him off because I'm not attached. So in a way, you are safer, because you have so much self-love within yourself that it doesn't affect you if some guy rejects you. But being too emotionally laid back in a relationship could be a little bit of an issue. Like, if you're in a relationship and you're too emotionally laid back, it can come across as if you don't care about the person. So make sure, understanding that if you're already in a relationship, just understanding that it's okay to have love for that person. It's okay to have, attachment, but it has to be a healthy attachment. It can't be, you can't control people. You can't tell the guy what to do, and vice versa. Like, a guy can't tell you what to do either. And so, like, it's super important to understand the balance between both. Like, it works perfectly for me because I'm single and I'm, like, nothing really, like, I don't know, like, obviously certain things does bother me, but, like, I get more upset about watching people treat other people like shit than a guy fucking, trying to hit on me and use me. Because, like, I have no problem, like, it doesn't bother me, because guys in our generation, they usually just want one thing, but so do women, right? So I have no problem, like, cutting them off. But when I see people that I care about, or really good people, get treated like shit, it does upset me, because I'm like, you should not treat anyone like shit. You should just be everyone should just be kind to one another, right? So, but yeah, so that's pretty much all I have for you guys on this topic. But stay tuned, because I am currently, the college week in my life is going to be a couple weeks, because I'm not even I haven't even uploaded anything yet, because there's so many things in the next week that I gotta, film. Not so many things, but film. So, like, that's going to be a process, so I'm probably going to do a couple videos in between them, but stay tuned. I just uploaded a couple new podcasts on my SoundCloud.com, Mental Health Today. I also am really excited because my next topic is going to be about jobs that cause stress, and I'm going to kind of teach you guys a little bit about how to handle a workplace and just how to be professional in a workplace. But that's all I have for you guys today. But stay tuned. I'll talk to you guys next time on Mental Health Today. Bye!